Namaste friends, welcome to eSpirit World channel. What if you could actually read your own energy? Seriously. What if those little moments in your day, how you speak up at work, the way you handle stress, or even how creative you're feeling, were all signals from your deepest self? They're like little clues telling you just how in sync and in flow you really are. Ancient wisdom traditions talk about subtle energy centers in our bodies that can give us incredible insight into our well being. Today, we are going to learn how to read those signals. We'll explore 7 clear signs you can spot in your everyday life that tell you your chakras are balanced and happy, and what it really feels like to live in that state of beautiful, harmonious flow. The idea of chakras comes from ancient yogic traditions in India. The word chakra is Sanskrit for wheel, and it refers to what these traditions see as spinning wheels of energy located right along the spine, from the very base to the crown of your head. There are 7 main chakras, and each one is an energy hub that connects to different parts of our physical, emotional, and spiritual selves. Now, let's be clear, modern science hasn't found these chakras as physical things in the body. However, the practices used to balance them, like meditation, yoga, and mindfulness, are widely shown to help reduce stress and improve well-being. It's best to think of this as a symbolic map for self-awareness, a way to understand yourself on a deeper level. And while we are talking about the 7 chakra system from Hindu traditions, it's cool to know that some Buddhist traditions work with a system of 4 or 5. The goal here isn't to reach some perfect state where you're blissed out 24/7. Life is always going to have its curveballs. The real goal is to build a sense of inner harmony and resilience so you can move through life's challenges with a bit more grace and clarity. By the end of this, you'll have a guide to recognize what this beautiful alignment feels like in your own life. So, the first and most foundational sign of a balanced energy system is a deep-seated feeling of safety. This is the energy of the root chakra, or Muladhara, which sits at the base of the spine. Its color is red and its element is earth, which makes sense because it's all about our survival, our connection to the physical world, and feeling like we belong. When this energy center is balanced, you just feel grounded, stable, secure in who you are. This isn't about having $1 million in the bank, it's that inner knowing that you're safe and you can handle whatever comes your way. You feel supported, at home in your body, and confident that you can meet your own needs. For example, think about how you react to unexpected news, like a surprise bill. Instead of spiraling into panic, you might feel a sense of calm resolve, trusting that you'll figure it out. That's a balanced root chakra in action. On the flip side, constant anxiety or feeling spacey and insecure can point to this area being out of balance. Feeling that stability is the first clue that your energetic foundation is solid. The second sign that your energy is flowing beautifully is when your emotions and creativity move freely without getting stuck. This is the realm of the sacral chakra, or Swadhisthana, located just below your belly button. Its color is orange and its element is water, which perfectly captures its fluid, flowing nature. This is our center for passion, creativity, leisure, and desire. When your sacral chakra is balanced, you can feel and express your emotions without being totally overwhelmed by them. There's a natural joy and enthusiasm for life. Creativity isn't something you have to grind out, it just appears, whether you're painting, solving a problem at work, or just making dinner. You're comfortable with change and can build healthy, intimate connections with others. In real life, this might look like losing track of time while absorbed in a hobby you love, or sharing your feelings openly with a partner without feeling shame or guilt. You're more willing to take healthy risks and be outgoing. When this chakra is blocked, it can lead to creative ruts, emotional instability, or a fear of getting close to others. A healthy, flowing emotional life is a clear sign this vibrant energy is thriving. The third sign is a quiet, solid confidence that comes from deep within you. This is the mark of a balanced solar plexus chakra, or Manipura located in your upper abdomen. Its color is yellow and its element is fire, representing your personal power, your will, and your self-esteem. It's the engine that turns your intentions into reality. When your solar plexus is balanced, you have a strong sense of self-worth. It's not arrogance, but a calm self-assurance that lets you be decisive, motivated, and assertive in a good way. You can set clear boundaries, you feel like you're in the driver's seat of your own life, and you have the discipline to see your goals through. You respect yourself, and in turn, others respect you without you ever having to demand it. Imagine you're in a meeting and you feel totally fine sharing your idea, even if it's different from what everyone else is saying. That's a balanced solar plexus. It's taking on a new, scary project with an inner feeling of, I've got this. If this area feels out of whack, it can show up as low self-esteem, a fear of what others think, or trying to control everything. When you feel genuinely empowered, it's a powerful sign that your inner fire is burning bright and steady. We're about halfway through, and I'd love to know which one of these has really hit home for you so far. Is it that feeling of security, the creative flow, or that inner confidence? Drop a comment below and let me know. It's amazing to see which areas we feel most connected to. And if you're getting something out of this, please take a second to subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss what's next. This next one is all about connection, and it's one of the most beautiful signs, the ability to give and receive love with a truly open heart. This is the magic of a balanced heart chakra, or Anahata right at the center of your chest. Its color is green and its element is air. This chakra is the bridge between our physical and spiritual selves, and it guards love, compassion, and forgiveness. When your heart chakra is in harmony, you feel deep empathy, both for others and for yourself. Your relationships just feel healthier and more balanced. You find it easier to forgive, to let go of old grudges, and you feel a genuine sense of inner peace. Love isn't a transaction, it's just this limitless, abundant energy that flows through you. A real-world sign of a balanced heart is feeling genuinely thrilled for a friend's success with zero jealousy. It's being able to have a tough conversation with someone you love from a place of understanding, not anger. It's that profound feeling of connection you get from a simple act of kindness. When this center feels blocked, it can manifest as jealousy, loneliness, or putting up walls. A life filled with compassion and healthy, loving connections is a strong sign your heart chakra is open. Alright, sign number 5 is all about finding your voice. It's the ability to communicate your personal truth with honesty and clarity. This is the work of the throat chakra, or Vishuddha located right at your throat. Its color is a beautiful, clear blue, and its element is ether, or space. This chakra is all about authentic self-expression. A balanced throat chakra means your words flow with confidence. You're able to say what you think, feel, and need in a way that's both clear and respectful. And just as importantly, you're a great listener. You can hold space for other people to share their truths, too. Honesty becomes a guiding principle in your life. Think about a time you had to set a boundary with a friend. Doing it with firm but kind words, without getting angry or feeling like you have to apologize, that's a balanced throat chakra. It's the artist sharing their creation, the writer hitting publish on their story, or just you sharing who you are with the world without being afraid of what people will think. If this area is imbalanced, it might show up as shyness, a fear of speaking up, or on the other end of the spectrum, gossiping or never letting anyone else get a word in. When your communication feels clear and true, your fifth chakra is singing. The sixth sign is that little voice inside, that gut feeling, your intuition. It's having a strong and reliable connection to it. This is the gift of a balanced third eye chakra, or agya, located right between the eyebrows. Its color is a deep indigo, and it's all about insight, wisdom, and seeing the bigger picture. When your third eye is balanced, you have a deep sense of inner knowing. You trust the subtle guidance you receive from within, which helps you make decisions with more clarity and confidence. You're insightful and open to seeing things from new angles. This isn't about being psychic, it's about being deeply tuned into your own inner wisdom. A balanced third eye in action is when you get a hunch about someone and it turns out to be right on the money. It's when you can cut through all the noise and chaos of a problem and see the simple truth at its heart. It's when you can visualize what you want for your future with incredible clarity. Feeling confused, unfocused, or unable to trust your own judgment can be linked to an imbalance here. That strong, intuitive compass is a clear sign your sixth chakra is wide open. And finally, the seventh sign. It's a quiet, lasting sense of peace and the feeling of being connected to something much bigger than yourself. This is the blessing of a balanced crown chakra, or Sahasrara*, which means thousand-petaled and sits at the very top of your head. Its colors are violet or pure white light, and it represents our connection to consciousness itself. When your crown chakra is balanced, you feel a sense of unity with the world and a deep sense of purpose. This doesn't have to be some dramatic, mystical lightning bolt. It can be a quiet, steady feeling of inner peace, even when life is chaotic. You feel open-minded, inspired, and guided by a wisdom that feels bigger than your own ego. You might find this feeling in the silence of meditation, on a walk in the woods where you suddenly feel like you're a part of everything, or in a simple moment of overwhelming gratitude for being alive. It's a release from the non-stop chatter in your head and a settling into a state of just being. Feeling spiritually disconnected, aimless, or isolated can be related to an imbalanced crown chakra. This feeling of being at peace with yourself and the universe is the ultimate sign of a beautifully aligned energy system. So that's it, the 7 signs of balanced chakras. They aren't some far-off superpowers, but real feelings and ways of being that show up in our day-to-day lives. It starts with feeling safe and grounded. It flows into creativity and healthy emotions. It builds into quiet confidence. It opens your heart to compassion. It gives you the courage to speak your truth. It sharpens your intuition. And it all leads to a deep sense of peace and connection. Remember, this is a journey. Some days, certain areas will feel more in sync than others, and that's completely normal. Think of this as a map to help you listen more closely to your body, your heart, and your spirit. It's a beautiful tool for self-awareness that can help you live with a little more ease, truth, and purpose. Thank you for joining me on this exploration today. If you enjoyed this journey through our energy centers, please give this video a like and subscribe for more content that helps you connect with your own inner wisdom. May you feel grounded, open, and beautifully you.